You can't microwave success. I know you want to get there quickly. I know you want to accomplish your goals. I know you want to make that money, but you cannot microwave success. It's going to take time. It's going to take dedication. It's going to take commitment, but that's the only way to get there. And one thing that you probably haven't understood yet, for you to accomplish your goals, you need to become the type of person to accomplish those goals. If you want to be stronger, you need to see yourself in your mind as already strong. If you want to be fit, you need to already see yourself in your mind as fit. If you want to be a content creator, you need to start developing the mindset of a content creator now. Success is kind of like a package, and inside that package you have your identity, which is the most important, and inside your identity you have your habits, you have your thoughts, you have your actions, and so on and so forth. And once you start understanding that, okay, I am in control of my decisions, I am in control of my thoughts to some extent, I am in control of my actions and what I do, I can become successful. But the only reason why you aren't there yet is because in your mind you're thinking and waiting that somebody's gonna just drop 10K in your palm of your hand, and that's not gonna happen. If you want success, you need to take it on your own hands. You need to take accountability and responsibility for your life if you want success. And the first step is you acknowledging where you're at right now and looking forward and seeing what can you improve today to get a step ahead. Because success is all about accumulating wins. Lucky people aren't really lucky people. Lucky people are just people that have gotten so much W's in their life that they seem like there's some karma, universe, favoritism going on for their life. And it's not the case. It's simply because they focus on every single week and every single month accumulating W's. If every single day you were to just focus on getting one win, just one W for the day, that's enough to propel you forward enough than you just being lazy all day long, scrolling on TikTok, watching movies on Netflix, or beating your meat. Once you start analyzing your life and you start looking at your habits and you write down a list of your good habits and your bad habits and you remove the bad ones and you double down on the good ones, you're gonna start seeing slowly but surely how your life is gonna start moving towards the positive spectrum, the positive side of life. You're gonna start being happier. You're gonna start being more peaceful, much more on your purpose, because you're constantly taking a W during the day. But if you feel like you're wasting your life and you feel like your life is horrible, it's probably because during the day you're just making L decisions. Your success is just an accumulation of the L's and W's that you take. So make sure that you have more W's than L's. And nobody else is responsible for the W's or L's that you get in life. It's all on you. Something that I personally had to learn about success is that it takes time, right? This is a long-term play. Wealth is not just some overnight success, get rich quick scheme. This is a long-term play. This is a marathon. So you need to prioritize long-term satisfaction, in other words, tasks that are going to propel you forward to your goals, than instant gratification or instant pleasures like Netflix or scrolling on TikTok or eating junk food, whatever it is. You need to make sure that you're spending more time, more energy, and much more of your attention on tasks, on actions that are going to get you closer to your goals. And that means sometimes saying no to the parties. That means sometimes saying no to your girl. That means sometimes saying no to the drugs or the food or whatever other thing you got going on in your life. Putting that on the side so that you can double down and focus on your goal, on your business, on success. And sometimes it's gonna be annoying. Sometimes you're gonna be working on your business, you're gonna be grinding, you're gonna be under work, and you're not gonna feel like actually doing it. There are gonna be days you're gonna wake up, you're gonna feel lazy, you're gonna feel demotivated, even a little depressed, and that's totally fine. That's totally normal. And it's during those days when you're not feeling it, those days when you're taking an L, that's when you have to take that as an opportunity to make a comeback. Because look at it this way: imagine you're constantly posting content on social media, but you're constantly making mistakes, having failures, your videos aren't getting any engagement, you're probably getting hate online, people are unfollowing you. That's a good thing. Whenever something bad happens in your life, is not bad. Bad and good is subjective to your morals and your principles and your environment. That's another subject for another time. But you need to understand that there's no such thing as good or bad. And if something is bad in your life, it's because you're accepting it to be bad in your life. You need to take those L's and turn it to a W. You need to take those mistakes, those failures, and turn it to an opportunity to make more money. Turn it to an opportunity for you to learn and actually improve. So yes, it's gonna take some hard work, some failures, some mistakes, some setbacks, but that's part of the package. If you can't craft your identity, if you can't handle the mistakes and the L's, then you're not fit for this. And once again, this comes back to the main subject of this video, is that it takes time. You becoming that person, you accumulating those W's, you actually learning from your failures takes time. And unfortunately, you're so desperate and so impatient that you just get demotivated, that you just get depressed, and that is actually bringing you back instead of you propelling you forward. Why would you spend your time being sad, being angry, being depressed, instead of looking for ways of changing your situation to move forward? Honestly speaking, I know a lot of people talk bad about overnight successes, but I've kind of had an overnight success-ish type type of life. I was creating content for months without getting any engagement, barely getting any views, barely getting any comments. But despite of that, I kept going. Despite of that, I kept completing my daily tasks. Despite of that, I kept showing up every single day. And eventually, I was so much in people's faces, I was so consistent that they sat down and they were like, you know what, this guy is actually pretty serious, let me check out what he's doing. And the next thing you know, I was getting sales out of nowhere. I was waking up to notifications of a $30 sale, of a $100 sale, of a $1,000 sale, and much more, simply because I stayed consistent. But you can only achieve consistency once you understand these two principles. Number one, accepting and focusing on the journey. Enjoy the process. Accept where you are right now. You aren't a genius. You aren't super rich. You maybe aren't super handsome, and that's totally fine. The goal is to simply enjoy the journey. Focus on the journey. Focus on the day-to-day tasks that you have to do today so that your future can be a brighter one. Once again, instant gratification versus long-term success. And I know you hear it all the time, right? Focus on the journey, be present, focus on now. Bro, I'm gonna be very honest, people don't even know what that means. Focusing on the journey literally means that even if it's raining, even if it's cloudy, even if it's stormy outside, you still perform as if it's a sunny day. Focusing on a journey is literally every single day, every single week, reviewing your life, reviewing your habits, reviewing even your thoughts, and every single week improving. Even if it's just 1%, 2%, 3%, we need to see some type of improvement in your life. And you're probably watching this and you're already on a journey, you're already on the grind, but I need to let you know something, bro. Don't get comfortable. This journey is a long journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And there are gonna be days where you're gonna be bored and you're gonna see some W's, you're gonna see some results. I need you to understand, bro, don't get comfortable. Don't make the same mistakes that I made. I got multiple viral videos on my account and I got comfortable. I was like, yeah, I'm getting people in the DMs, people are commenting on the video, that's running on autopilot, I'm getting a few sales, no issue, no big. When I started getting comfortable, after a few days, everything started rushing down because I wasn't maintaining that virality. I wasn't maintaining that success. And that's one of the challenges with social media, right? You actually have to be on your tippy toes all the time so you can actually become successful at this. And that's why I say that if you aren't ready to put in that work, if you aren't ready to stay alert and stay active, you aren't going to see success. You aren't going to see any type of result in your life, whether it be in business or in life. You need to stay on your tippy toes. You cannot get comfortable. One of the reasons why you still aren't seeing those results, you still aren't seeing that success, or you maybe aren't achieving your goals, is because you're taking L's and you're seeing it as a bad thing, or you're afraid of it. Mistakes, failures, setbacks is normal, and it's going to annoy you. It's going to make you angry. It's going to even make you sad. You're gonna feel like you're doing this for nothing, and that's totally normal. You need to feel that, because if you don't feel that, you're not gonna get success. It's just part of the package. Before you get the W, you have to take a L. That's just part of the package. It's part of the deal. This is what you signed up for, and if you aren't willing to take that leap of faith, if you aren't willing to just handle it and carry that package, don't get on this journey, bro, because this is not for anybody. And one thing that I've noticed in people and a lot of my students, that those that want it really bad, despite of things being hard, they still keep going. How many stories have we heard from Michael Jordan, that is arguably the GOAT in basketball or in the NBA, and he says, and he's stated multiple times, that he's played playoff games injured, and people didn't even know because he performed so well. But the reason why he performed so well was because every single day he made sure to stay focused on the journey. No matter how he felt or no matter what injury he had, he still did those 100 shots per day. And you need to apply that principle to your life. Yes, it's going to be draining. Yes, you're gonna get tired. Yes, you're gonna be angry. But you need to be real, bro. This is going to take time, dedication, commitment, energy, focus, and you need to attack every single day with the purpose of becoming better. Another thing that I've noticed a lot of people struggle with is that they have too much goals, and their goals are way too high. Because you have so much high standards and big goals, and you understand that you have so much to do for you to get there, you start getting overwhelmed, or you start getting anxious, or even worse, you start procrastinating. And that's when things get tough, because you constantly keep dreaming about that goal. You constantly keep dreaming about you getting there. But when you take a step back and you listen to yourself and you're like, bro, I need to do this and this and this, you start getting demotivated. And you probably know deep down that you're dreaming a bit too high. So be more realistic. Bring it down a bit. Set specific, achievable, and time-bound goals. In other words, if you want to lose weight within these next 90 days, right? Let's say you want to lose 50 kilos within these next 90 days. Instead of you trying to lose the 50 kilos ASAP, try bringing it down every single week to, okay, I want to lose 2 kilos this week. That's the goal. And every single week, you just focus on doing the day-to-day mundane task to get there. And it's the small steps, it's the small W's that accumulates and actually becomes a big W. I get a lot of people in the DM DMs and they're constantly asking me, yeah, bro, how fast does it take to make money with this? How much time do I need for me to actually become successful at this? And you're already starting off wrong, because this all depends on you. If you want success, if you want it quickly, if you want it fast, you need to take the actions for you to get there quickly. So if you want fast success, but you keep doing slow actions, you keep performing like a snail, you're not gonna get there. So don't worry about the goals. Don't worry about you getting the followers or you making the money. Just focus on what can I do today? What can I do this week so I can get a step further? Because at the end of the day, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon.